I'm unfazed when people switch their demeanor. Everybody talks, but I don't see much. Greetings, Aries, all placements. You could be dealing with a lot of people who are a lot of talk. And was it Toby Keith? A little less talk and a lot more action is what some of my Aries are looking for. People come to me all the time with this crap. They're like, how is someone like you single? How have you been single for so long? Because everybody's talk, but I don't see nothing. Like, everybody's all talk and no action. No one steps up. No one actually sets up an actual date in courts like an old school. Like, I'm an old school traditional woman. So if you're not going to court me like that, then it's not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to set up any of that. I know that what you bring a woman, she expands. Like, oh, she multiplies. That's the word I was looking for. So that's how I operate. I know what I bring to the table. I know that I have everything good on my own. I don't need a man. I do need a man intrinsically, but not a boy. I don't need a boy. I need someone that's actually going to show up to the table with what he's supposed to show up to the table with in traditional gender roles. Aries, you could be upset with that too. You're like, yeah, I have a lot of people that just kind of fall off the map because they talk and then they have nothing to show for it. You blow the whistle on them, they kind of reveal things on themselves, with the rooster being loud and pompous and frankly immature. There can be a lot of things here, like at a distance, so people meeting or trying to like chat with you on different things online, or you're trying to chat with people online, and it's like they're not making plans to see you, they're not following through with anything. So like, call it what it is. Everybody talks, but I don't see much. And Aries, you're also fine with that because you're out here showing these bitches who the baddest. I was hearing that song by Big Sean, gotta have faith to be faithful, gotta be great to be grateful. I saw that look in your eye, the one that Cain gave Abel, jealousy, and that has been in a lot of people's energy right now, the whole Cain and Abel thing, people being jealous. And that's Aries, that's the other weird thing. You have suitors who are even like jealous of you, or hopefully Aries, it's not the other way around, but you could be jealous of people. Someone here is like the very person that they're kind of like interested in, there's like a weird jealousy towards. Like, I'm sorry, but how does that even make sense? Like, that is just ill to me, like literally ill to me. Like, everyone, God designed everyone for their own unique purpose, right? Right. That's what I genuinely believe. And it's like, why would you be jealous of another person living their life purpose? Why don't you just, start living yours instead of just doodling around? That's the thing, Aries. You call people out, you show people their shortcomings, where they're being lazy, where they're overindulging in things, where they're being a couch potato, where they're not taking care of their health, where they're not taking care of their spirituality or even putting interest in it, where they're not taking care of their emotions and their mental needs, where they're not taking care of their kids or their pets, where they're not keeping their house clean, their car clean. Like, you point those things out because you're on top of all of it. You're showing these bitches who the baddest. Literally, he says in that song, I can't take it easy. I don't know how. When I'm locked in, it's good as done now. It's like, Aries, when you lock in on something, you're the energizer button. You just go and go and go, and it's just like, you're all in. And that takes people off. You can also have people, suitors, who are upset because they're like all codependent. So they start talking to you, and it's like, you don't talk for a day or two, and they're like, oh, I guess they're not into me. And it's like, we just met. We should technically only talk like 1 day a week or 2 days a week because I got a full schedule. I don't know about you, but I'm working multiple jobs. I ride horses. I take care of my cat. I have to take care of my own physical body. I cook every single meal. And I need time, just downtime to myself, to play my harp, to read things, to watch and listen to the podcasts that I find a lot of enjoyment and fulfillment in learning and educating myself from. It's like, I don't have time to be in like a little text chat with you all day. Like, that's not only is that a huge turnoff to me, but it shows me that you ain't got going on in your life, clearly. So it's like, I want someone who has something going on in their life. And you clearly have nothing going on in your life if you just want to message me all day. Like, I'm flattered, but I'm also not flattered because it's very revealing. So Aries, you can be dealing with situations like that as well. You know what it is, T.I. I'm a real homie. I show 6 figures on me. I got a pistol. You don't want it though, but you know what it is. So someone's like, you don't play. You don't play. You're about your work. You're about your home. And if people try and, run up on you, that's not going to fly either because you stay strapped, Aries. You stay strapped. You stay locked and loaded on these people. And you're real. You also show where these people aren't, where they're still like chasing FOMO, fear of missing out. They're chasing attention. They're all lust-based and you're like, gross. Like, that's just, not that you don't have a high drive, Aries, because you do, But it's like, for a lot of my Aries, you're more of a sapio. Like, you need a meeting of the minds. You need to know that someone is out there getting it like you are. Like, you are a go-getter. And if someone is a couch potato, that's just going to be an instant turnoff for you. That's like a absolutely no way Jose kind of thing. Then I was also hearing Wake Up, Wake Up, Wake Up. It's the first of the month by Bone Thugs and Harmony. So Aries, a lot of you guys are focused on your bag. Some of you guys could be kind of stressed about bills and things like that. I just paid all my taxes and it's like, that's so frustrating. But you know, it's something we gotta do to be good citizens. So Aries, there is something here of just being extra mindful when it comes to your expenses. We also have a zillion retrogrades going on right now and things like that are occurring. There typically are more bills and things like that that come along with that energy. I was also hearing Shutter Island by Jessie Reyes. She says, your goodbyes are getting old. The next time, why don't you just go along and go? So someone here could be kind of doing that whole merry-go-round thing. I haven't done anything like that in a long time, like many, many years. The last couple guys that I talked to a couple years ago, literally when there was even a remote red flag, it was just like blocked, dead, done. Who your name? Who are you? Who your name? New phone, who dis? Like, I don't do seconds. If you didn't treat me right the first time, there's another guy who will. I'm a wedding photographer. I've witnessed this. I've witnessed that my happiest marriages, it wasn't someone who was like, well, doing the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. No, the happiest marriages that I witnessed that actually stay together and keep together are the ones who are engaged within the first year of knowing each other. They don't take forever to get engaged. They're married within a year after that. They're literally like married within 2 years, usually engaged within 3 to 6 months. That sounds crazy to some people, but again, as someone who's done wedding photography for 18 years, genuinely, it's a choice. Because people are always evolving and growing, so falling out of love with someone is a choice. You need to find someone who simply wants to grow at the rate that you do, that has the same care when it comes to taking care of their body health, when it comes to their mental health, their spiritual health. You guys don't have to have the same beliefs on things, but you need to be with someone who wants to grow and evolve or wants to take care of their body or doesn't. Like, God said we're designed to be equally yoked. So when you find someone who's on a similar path as you, then you make it work with that person. Love is something that is a fluctuation. There's days where you're more in love with them, days when it's just kind of chop wood, carry water, just going through the motions. That's just a part of life with anything. Like, think about your kids if you have them. Think about your animals if you have them. Think about your family members if you have them, or your friends. Like, there's an ebb and flow to everything. So someone either wants to trade in, you know, for the newest model all the time, which they're not, that's just simply uncommittal, non-committal energy, or someone is committed and they have committal energy. So it's very simple. When people have committal energy, you don't need to give them a second chance or a third chance. They do it right the first time because they have committal energy. It's just simple. So in Shutter Island, someone here is just like, nah, I'm not gonna, what do you think this is? Like a in and out? Like, no. I'm not about that life. Also in that she's like, goodness gracious, according to you, I'm a lucky lady. Well, if I'm so lucky, then why'd you lie to me? Because someone here could have lied and been like, you're my only person. Now I'm hearing, you're my only hope. Okay, well, Aries, this is sad because someone could feel like you are their only hope. That is a movie about someone passing away from a terminal illness. So I hope that's not happening with someone in here, but I am channeling it, so it probably is for 1 or 2 of you because it is channeling through strongly. I did not write that in my notes. That's channeling real time, which means I know someone watching this, that's occurring for someone, so my condolences with that. This can also, well, I won't say that. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I was also hearing Obsession by Frankie J. So Aries, you could also have someone that's obsessed with you. By the way, I didn't say this at the beginning, which I usually do. You're dealing with a Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, or Sagittarius. Really all earth signs, because there's some Capricorn energy coming out in the pre-shuffle energy. You're blowing the whistle on someone, you're calling someone's bluff, but in that song he's like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I still can't sleep, thinking about your beauty, it makes me weak. So someone here can't stop thinking about you, or you can't stop thinking about someone. Someone is obsessed with someone. They, you know, are just, yeah, I mean, obsessed. He says, I'm feeling hopeless in my home, I don't know what to do, I think I'm in love. So someone can think that they're in love with you, or you can think that you're in love with someone, and he's like, amor, amor, no es amor. What is this feeling? You know, what's going on? So someone, you're making people feel things that they're not used to feeling. There is a fairy tale opportunity for you, Aries. So despite everything I just said, there is a genuine, incredible relationship that is around you. Someone can be confessing this to you. You are going to call someone out, but there is real love here, Aries. Bless you.